like to discuss the Hope Academy Charter and the FigMac report that was released on May 2nd of 2016. I'm going to read from the Hope Academy Charter that was granted by members of Morongo Unified School District. Petition for Hope Academy Charter was granted by the Morongo Unified School District Board of Education March 15, 2011 for a period from July 1, 2011, continuing through June 30th of 2016. Section 4 of that charter mentions the governance structure. Morongo Unified School District shall grant this charter. The charter governing board shall govern the school. The sixth non-voting member of the board will be appointed by the governing board of the Morongo Unified School District. The charter and the governing board will comply with all applicable conflict of interest provisions, including Government Code 1090 and 87100. Section 7 of the charter. Fiscal planning, reporting, and accountability requirements includes Charter Board will form an audit committee each fiscal year. A copy of the auditor's findings will be forwarded to the chief business officer of the district, and a report to the district regarding how the exceptions and deficiencies will be resolved. All exceptions and deficiencies must be resolved to the satisfaction of the district. The school shall pay an amount equal to 1%, meaning the charter school pays Morongo Unified School District 1% for oversight. The district agrees to receive and review the annual fiscal program audit, and the district will notify the governing board of the charter as to whether it considers the charter to be making satisfactory progress. A failure to notify the charter will be considered a notification of satisfactory progress for the purpose of that section. Failure to notify about changes is an endorsement. Okay? Now, that was the charter that was agreed to by Morongo Unified. The FigMac report that was released on May 2nd includes some really incredible statements about what, according to these people doing this audit, I'll read some of the things. Conclusive documentation supports that the founder, his spouse, several relatives exercise significant personal involvement and financial interests, violating the conflict of interest statutes as well as policies adopted by the governing board. A review of comparable salaries in the San Bernardino County area found that several other administrators employed by Hope Academy were paid wages that greatly exceeded other school districts in the area. For example, Hope Academy's superintendent executive director in 2014 received $220,275. The senior certificated administrator received $164,500. Services and wages paid to founders, companies, and spouse over an 18-month period totaled $1,330,000. Hope Charter School summary related and regular transactions. I added that up, it was $979,000. The above, here's the summary of this report. The above actions represent significant influence that Hope Academy founder, former superintendent, spouse of the founder, and close associates had over financial decisions that personally benefited them. The founder's spouse authorized several of these transactions for payment and gave these individuals the ability to simultaneously control and benefit from these transactions. The lack of documentation to support transactions through board approval, policy, procedures, records creates the perception of fraud, misappropriation of assets, and possible criminal activity. Another conclusion. There is little evidence of responsible governance by the board and clearly the lack of fiscal accountability. Here's the recommendation. I understand. Here's the recommendation by this report. Yeah, but the people in this room don't know about it. So it would behoove you. I stood up, listen to me.
Yeah!
When I stood at their board meeting a week ago, none of you were present there to ask for their resignations. It's your responsibility. You're part of this community, and so am I.
Okay, so that's your point. I got it.
Can you speak? Can you still talk? I'd like to listen.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
a government. People
you're
need
taking more than your fair time. You got your point.
I don't really think you did.
Excuse me, I'd like to listen. I'd like to hear.
Next week, trust me.
Woo!